Since Love Island has been cancelled, Malin has spoken out and is absolutely slamming the show. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Guys, it's Murad Murali back at it again, guys. I'm like your best friend during quarantine. The way I'm just coming at you with, hey guys, Murad, like I'm always talking. I'm always just talking. But anyways, let's just get into this video because Malin is really just, she's talking as well. Subscribe to the channel, please. I'm just pouring content. I'm not leaving any hour unturned. I'm really trying to be as productive as possible because that's just how I am. But Malin has spoken out since the show has ended, or not ended, child, but cancelled, and she is, throwing some heavy shade when it comes to, what's happening. The reality star has spoken out following the announcement of the summer series being pulled from the schedules. Earlier today, Kevin Ligo said that we have tried every way to make Love Island this summer work, but it logically just can't work, unfortunately. Following the announcement, Malin took to Twitter and she wrote, haha, Love Island is cancelled. So glad. She has spoken out a number of times in the past. Following a review of the show, especially after the suicides, a number of Love Island stars have obviously tragically taken their lives. So she has just completely slammed the show and she said, do we have to wait for one more death before other shows are axed, or can't we just put in some extraordinary aftercare in place to prevent any deaths from occurring ever again? Malin, who has become an advocate for body positivity, also shared a video message from Katie Hopkins, who asked, why do suicides of former Love Island contestants matter less? Malin added, couldn't agree more. Now, slight issue. You can agree with somebody or whatever not, but with someone like Katie Hopkins, who has the views that she has and the values that she has, and you knowing that as an individual, irrespective of whether you agree or disagree with a specific point, you therefore are basically enabling her as an individual. And I just feel like whether you agree with what somebody's saying or not, if you know that their core values are completely against what you are as an individual, I don't know why you should be not really promoting, but really advocating for that person. That in itself I find weird, because I really like Malin. I feel like she comes across probably one of my favorites from that season. Being the brown girls, where I feel like as a brown person I want to most definitely support the only brown girl on the show. Facts are facts are facts. I have to. I feel like it's a responsibility that I have to have as a brown man. But at the same time, I do slightly feel like you shouldn't really be promoting Katie Hopkins. She also has put out a lengthy statement and said, our duty of care is a continuous and ongoing process for each islander. Though this following 3 key stages, pre-filming, filming and aftercare, we work with both an independent GP and a psychological consultant, this is what ITV said, sorry, to provide an assessment of the physical and mental health of each of the shortlist cast members and the suitability for inclusion on the programme. Malin has accused the bosses of orchestrating the show and said that they were like performing monkeys for them. She also said that in the past that appearing on the show made her feel bad about herself. Speaking about her arrival in the villa, in which the islanders pair up for their initial couples, she said that she was left feeling fat and ugly when none of the men picked her. She wrote on Instagram saying, so filming this episode I hadn't a clue what was going to happen. I presumed I would find someone and that would be it, but it wasn't. I didn't get picked. I was embarrassed. I felt so ugly. I wanted to leave the show there and then. It's safe to say my confidence and self-esteem at the time were awful. Not only was I battling with an eating disorder, but I was also now wondering what on earth was wrong with me. Yes, I did audition for the show. It was my choice, but I want you all to know how putting yourself on a show like this is a madness. She said, there's going to be a new set of people in the same situation I was, and over the next few weeks there's going to be awful things said about these guys and a lot of trolling, but I can't stress enough how important is it not to be one of those people. We are all human. So, I do agree with that statement to an extent, but also it's like you went on a game show, you went on a show where there could be a factor where you could be left alone, you could be somebody who isn't really picked, unfortunately. There's a risk factor there, and you knew that by investing your time by going into the show and by auditioning. There is a factor where you won't be able to be picked. However, also, it's weird. You were the only damn brown girl there, and none of the guys really picked you, and you ended up had to be with Rijkaard for the first part of this particular series. So I do feel like there was some heavy kind of racism going on there by far. And if the producers are so in control of the show, which we've seen, then surely why couldn't they have controlled the show and brought somebody in that would have actually liked Malin from the beginning to save her from that embarrassment and that lack of confidence, and also to amplify any other disorder that she might have had. So I do feel like the majority of her points are validated, and she is making common sense, and she is somebody who has been through a lot anyways. But I do feel like she's slamming the show, and I agree with it, to be honest with you. I don't feel like the producers do enough in terms of the mental care afterwards. Apparently Molly May only really had 1 session, so that was only the season before, so I don't think they do as much. And a lot of the islanders come out to a lot of abuse because they've been giving such nasty edits like Michael and so forth. So it really is unfair, because what we're seeing could be lies. She's slamming the show. I'm here for it, and hopefully you guys are here for it. Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know in the comment box below. Subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content. At a point I think I'm giving you way too much content, child. I need to relax. But subscribe to the channel, click that button, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.